In this section, I'm going to be taking you on styling multiple properties and also styling multiple elements. Now let's move on to what we have to do. First of all, styling multiple properties. Now go to your CSS file. So we have the color properties, selecting the paragraph element, then we have the value red. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to add some more properties to this. So the next one I'm going to be doing here is font size. I'm going to give it 30 pixel. Now the meaning of pixel is a unit measurement. Okay, so trying to measure the particular font of that text. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do, I will be doing here is that I'm going to be using the border property. The border property, I'll be giving it the value of 1 pixel solid red. Now the 1 pixel is the border width. Okay, I don't want the width to be so much thick, just give it 1 pixel. Then the border style, we have different styles of border. Okay, so I'm going to be using the solid, and now the last one I'm going to be using the color red. Alright, so the bottom line of this particular illustration is that I'm styling multiple properties right here. So I just don't have only the color property, I have the font size and I have the border property. Now if you look at the end of each of these declarations, okay, I have the property and the value. I ended it with a semicolon. The second one is ended with a semicolon, and the third one also is ended with a semicolon. If peradventure I missed something here and I omitted that semicolon, it won't work. Okay, your styling will not work, and you see that there is even an error. There is kind of an error indication on this particular text editor. Now I'm going to bring back our semicolon. Okay, so with this we are good to go. Now let's go back to our browser and check what we've done. Okay, so you see that we have this is a paragraph tag and this is another paragraph tag. So we have the color changed. Okay, the text color changed. Also, if you look down to the border, we have the border also in there, and we have the border there, and the border has the color of red. Okay, so that's how to work with multiple properties. So you can have as much properties that you want in this particular row. Okay, so you create another row, you have as much property of your choice. Okay, so we have so many properties in CSS, and you can use any one of your choice. In the course of this class, I will be showing you some more properties that we can use when working with CSS. Alright, the next thing we're going to be working on is styling multiple elements. Okay, styling multiple elements. So if we come down to our HTML document, we see that we have H1, we have paragraph, we have li. Okay, so what we want to do here is to find how we can actually style more than one element. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. So how do we achieve that? So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to take it off. Yep, and then okay, probably the first thing we should do is to which element do we want to style together. Okay, now I want to start a paragraph, and I want to style the li. Okay, so come down here. I have the p already here, so I'll just put a comma. I have the li. Okay, and let's probably include the h1. Okay, alright, so still having the color red. Okay, so I'm just gonna put let's give it a font size. Let's give it a 30 pixel. Okay, and let's give this a let's give it a spacing. Let's give it a letter spacing of 1 pixel. Okay, so I'm styling 3 elements. As you can see, I have the p, the li, and the h1 elements. So let's go give it a check, reload. Okay, so we have okay, you see h1, we have the paragraph, and we have, let's choose, okay, yeah, so you see the l1 also, it made a change, okay, to the l1. Okay, sorry, not l1, li, my bad. So you made a change to the li. So that's it. We've styled the 3 elements in one single selector. Okay, so we can actually do this very much with our code. In our CSS code, we can style more than one element. What you just need to do is to put that in the selector. Okay, that's the elements that you want to style. You arrange them in the selector, differentiating them with a comma, and you pull down the declarations of your choice that you want to style. And the bottom line here is that the 3 elements that we are using on the selector, they are all going to be styled same. They're all going to be styled with the same declaration. So if the p, the li, and the h1, they will all be affected by same declarations you have in the row. Okay, so not that you have it in mind to do a different thing to p, do a different thing to li, and do a different thing to h1. It won't work that way. So when we are grouping this together in such a way, you should have it in mind that all the elements you are bringing together on this selector will all be styled with the same declarations. Okay, so that's just what you need to know about styling the multiple elements. Okay, so that's it in this section. I believe you have a good understanding of what we did. Firstly, multiple properties, how I showed you how to use multiple properties, and also styling multiple elements. Okay, so thank you for this section. Thank you, and goodbye for now.